What's the hay like? Well, this is how we find out at Fodder. We come and inspect sheds like this and see what the hay is like. So come with me and we'll have a look at the hay, and I'll show you how we go through the process of doing a visual assessment and also taking a sample. Yeah, so when we get to the shed, the first thing when you're on your way here, you're going to have a look at the access. You're going to have a look, can we get in here? Can we get it out? What's the access? What trucks can we get in here? What loaders have they got to load? And then you get to the shed and you'll get and see, first of all, we'll have a look at the outside, which we've just done. And then first thing we come into the hay shed, and I'll just come through and I'll see how even the line of hay is, and come through, grab some grab samples out. You want to get inside so you're not on the outside where it may have been bleached by rain, and we'll go around the whole batch and get a real feel for what the colour's like and the smell. Are we seeing any mould, spots, wet spotting? Does it feel damp? And also looking at bale integrity. Is it going to load well? Is it going to cart, and will it be nice and stable when you get it home and put it in your shed? I always get the hay and have a good feel of it, and I'm looking for weeds. We can see a little bit of grass, or that's a little bit of oats there, but yeah, you're just looking for weeds where there's ryegrass, what might be through the hay. The important part of a feed test is about the sampling. So when you're sampling, you want to get a good variety of the bales. Generally 10 to 20% of the bales you want to core and get a sample out of, and then we can mix that together and then get a good sample to test that covers the whole of the batch. And you want to be taking some of the best and some of the worst bales that you see to get a good average line. These are our corers. We sell these. They're excellent. They work well. Put them on the end of a bale, and you're starting to get a twist in, and then away you go, going into the bale. Yep, so after you've gone around your whole batch and you've put together a good even sample out of lots of different bales, we get it in a pile, and we generally do it in a bag, but I'm just going to show you here now. Just give it a good mix. So you'd want to generally get it a good mix through, so you get a good representation of the whole batch. All the way through, and then we'll bag it up in one of our feed bags. You can see on the side how much product you got. All you need to do is go up to the different levels for the different types of products. There's ones for silage and ones for hay. But generally, most of the time, you can put a good amount of sample in. It makes a big difference. When you get your bag, you can do your bag so it's not too full, and just make sure you get a good air seal on it. Pushing the air out of the sample. And then labelling your sample is the next most important thing, with your date of collection, the name of your batch, the species of the batch, commodity type, and obviously your name, and then a grower reference, so what the batch means to you. So our grower reference is whatever the batch means to you. So if we call you up and say we're interested in batch hill paddock or tank shed, you know what we're talking about. So yeah, once we've bagged the product up, we've labelled it correctly, so it's ready to go through to Michaela in the feed test. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to take my photos. So I'll just show you the process there. We get our core photos. We all carry quite good iPhones. We take the photos, generally standing straight up. We'll go through and get different patches of the batch. Pictures of the core in the shed. Generally best taken in a little bit of good lighting, but in the shade. Direct sunlight, it's hard to get a true reflection of the colour. And I'll take photos of my grab samples. Again, always assessing for stem thickness, leafiness, leaf loss. It's always good to shake hay just to see how much leaf loss, what's still stuck to the stem. And this gives people a really good feel for what this line of hay is going to look like when it turns up on the truck that they've paid for. And we'll take some bale photos of bales. Sometimes you'll see this bleaching here, so you want to get in and we have a look at the actual colour inside the bale. We'll also take some photos of the ends of the bales to get you to understand the quality, that we're not missing too many strings. They're going to stack evenly and they're going to be safe to transport, and also safe at the other end to stack at your end, so no one's getting hurt or anything like that. Then I'll take a photo of what the storage is like. So now I'm going to enter the rest of the information about the batch into the batch. So there's obviously the information about address, bale weights, how many strings it's got, the size of the bales and the like. And then we put in our visual assessment, which is the important part of the batch and what you need from us, which is we go through and we'll put through to the smell, stem witness, leaf retention, whether there's any dust or contaminants, and whether there's any weeds. So you're looking for sticks, stones, rocks, and that type of thing. And also then what types of weeds, if there's any molds, spotting, all that type of stuff will be marked through in our visual assessment. And then all of that information goes through our app onto our website. We get the feed test done. The feed test goes with it, and that's what you see in a batch summary online. And that's available at any time. If you approach us, give us a call. We can send you through a batch of hay that you could be interested in.